Imagine this, one man, a single dad, a Marine veteran, standing in the middle of a dusty Roadhouse parking lot, fists clenched, facing down two members of the notorious Hells Angels. He wasn't looking for trouble, but trouble seemed to always find him. And yet, the very next day, that same Roadhouse lot would be so full of motorcycles, 200 of them, that the ground shook when the engines roared. Not a single bike was there for a fight. They were there for him. Jack Turner never saw himself as a hero. After serving 2 tours overseas as a Marine, all he wanted was a quiet life for his 9-year-old daughter, Lily. He bought a rundown roadhouse on the edge of town, hoping to turn it into a family-friendly spot, good food, cold drinks, live music on weekends. But the locals laughed. A Marine running a bar. You won't last a year, they said. Jack didn't care. He wasn't chasing glory anymore. He just wanted to build a future for Lily. One night, while closing up, Jack heard shouting outside. 2 men in leather vests, patched with the red and white insignia of the Hells Angels, had cornered a pair of younger bikers, brothers who couldn't have been more than 20. They were twins, scared but defiant, being pushed around for not paying some road tax the Angels claimed they owed. Jack could have walked away. He could have locked the door, turned off the lights, and kept Lily safe in the small apartment above the bar. But Marines don't walk away from injustice. Fathers don't ignore the look of fear in young men's eyes that remind them of their own brothers in arms. Hey! Jack's voice cut through the night. The Angels turned, sneers curling on their faces. Back off, Jack said, stepping forward. He didn't care that he was outnumbered. He didn't care that these men were known for violence. All he cared about was doing what was right. The Angels laughed at him, mocking the washed-up soldier. But when one of them shoved a twin against the wall, Jack's training kicked in. In seconds, he had one of the bikers disarmed, the other pinned on the ground. He didn't use more force than necessary, just enough to end it. The twins, wide-eyed, scrambled free, and the Angels stumbled back to their bikes, swearing vengeance as they roared away into the night. By the time the police arrived, the lot was empty. Jack filed a report but knew what it meant: retaliation would come. That night, after tucking Lily into bed, he sat alone in the roadhouse, head in his hands. What did I just bring down on us? He thought. He didn't regret helping the twins, but he feared the cost. The next day, something unexpected happened. By noon, the rumble of engines echoed through the town. Not 2, not 10, but nearly 200 motorcycles pulled into Jack's roadhouse lot. The air filled with the scent of gasoline and leather. But this wasn't an army of Hells Angels. These were women, tough, tattooed, and riding everything from Harleys to custom choppers. They called themselves the Iron Roses, a sisterhood of lady bikers spread across the state. Jack stepped outside, tense at first, until one woman, tall, with steel gray hair under her helmet, walked up and said, "You defended our boys last night. Those twins. They're prospects with us. And you stood when others wouldn't. We don't forget that." Jack blinked, realizing the twins were family to them. And now, so was he. The lot filled with laughter, music, and solidarity. The Iron Roses didn't just come to thank Jack, they came to protect him. Word spread fast in the biker world, and by sundown, Jack's roadhouse was packed inside and out. Food sold out, the jukebox played non-stop, and Lily, shy at first, was soon riding on the shoulders of bikers who treated her like a little sister. But the Angels didn't stay quiet for long. A week later, 3 of them rolled into town, trying to intimidate Jack. Before Jack even stood up from his stool, 50 Iron Roses surrounded the Angels, engines revving, voices raised. The Angels took one look at the sea of riders ready to defend Jack and thought better of it. They left, tires screeching, and never returned. For Jack, it was more than protection. It was a reminder that family isn't just blood. It's the people who show up when you're at your lowest, the ones who see your courage and say, "We've got your back." His roadhouse, once empty and forgotten, became a haven, not just for bikers, but for veterans, single parents, lost souls, and anyone who needed a place to belong. In Jack, he found something he thought he'd lost after the war: community, loyalty, and hope. As Lily grew up surrounded by people who loved her like their own, Jack knew he'd built more than a business, he'd built a legacy. So, if you're watching